Hello, we've all met them, those bullies, those people who contrive, connive, whisper, plot, and effect nastiness. But we have to ask, who is the real bully? And it's often not the people that we see. I often, I'm afraid, come across people who are accused of bullying in my line of work. And I've always found that when bullying is identified in one part of a place, it's always also identified in another. It's a culture. It's not an individual. And we need to eradicate this culture of bullying. And that, I think, means a reassessment of the culture of authority, which bullying imitates, subverts, and also, I'm afraid, ironically sustains. So the idea that we meet bullying with a zero tolerance is nonsensical. That policy has no future at all. It's the policy of tyranny and suppression, and the bullying is just transferred or goes underground. We're not helping anybody with zero tolerance. I think this is the idea that a boy in rugby school, for example, Tom Brown, might be bullied by Flashman but bites his tongue till the day when he can wield the cane on some unsuspecting and green freshman. Or maybe he's better than that, but it's a throw of the dice, you know? The only way to combat bullying, the only way to combat the bully is to show an alternative behaviour and to possibly identify the source, but certainly to show an alternative behaviour, and that isn't zero tolerance. Of course, we cannot tolerate bullying. Absolutely not. But how do we respond to the bully? So it's a question of loving the sinner and hating the sin, possibly. By all means, I think we should seek the hidden source, the king or queen, the evil king or queen, the demon king or queen, sequestered in a recess, mouthing instructions to his or her acolytes. Think of Voldemort and instructions to Crabbe, Gregory Goyle, and Draco. There was also a girl in that group, Pansy Parkinson. I think it's really fun. Now, I'm not a great J.K. Rowling fan, though I have read all the books and I've seen all the films. I think she's very repetitive, but Pansy Parkinson is an interesting character because it was Pansy Parkinson who criticised Hagrid's chaotic but well-intentioned teaching, and the result, of course, was ultimately Dolores Umbridge. You know, that heinous parody of education in pink. So I'm not exonerating the bully. I'm just suggesting that they are often an expression of somebody else's spite and nastiness, and they do it to impress because they are weak or silly or insecure. And I think more than that, bullying is always a disease. And when it manifests in the playground or in the workroom, there's likely to be a bully on the board of directors or higher up in whatever institution one chooses to identify or work in. That disease has been given license at the top. And the only way to stamp it out is to get rid of the source. In the meantime, I think we should meet bullying with kindness, but do it with openness and in community. We need as many people to support us as possible. We cannot. This is not something that we can go alone. And I'm afraid fighting back just gets everybody into so much more trouble. As I said, bullying is a disease and it's so easy to catch it.